I did my first feature in the year 1997, and luckily enough, this was a big one. It was a big. It was starring a very very big star by the time. Ahmed Zaki was a huge star in the region, in Egypt and all the region of the Middle East. And then afterwards, I did a couple of films that were not as good and as successful as.
Okay.
And I got luckily hired by a very prominent director here in Egypt within the year 2000. 2000, just 2000.
Mm-hmm.
This was a big success, and the score was a big, I would call it a big success. But that director, by the time, gave me a very valuable piece of advice. He told me, do not take whatever they put you in your plates. You got to choose. You got to be picky. You got to be selective. Don't worry about that. And do not chase, do not do music for films just for money. Try to make money by doing something else, by doing TV commercials, by doing whatever else. But do not do that in films. So I first, by that time, started to pass on films and politely, how do you call that?
Yeah, being more selective.
Yeah, being so more selective. And I remember the first feature I passed. You already passed on it. You passed on the film, and you I wouldn't. Rejected is a very heavy-handed term to use, but yeah, that's what I said. Sorry, I cannot do that. That was in 2001 maybe, and this was big, and they were shocked because this wasn't usual at the time in Cairo. Are you rejecting to work with us? I was like,
right.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, yes. And I was so young at the time. No one knew about me, and how many films did you done? Like only 4 films. Why are you making a big fuss of it? I was like, I just can't. I don't like the film. I don't like what you're doing, and I don't want to take part of it. And they were, they were furious. And it was, how's that gonna be true? Will I pay you? Yeah, I like to be paid. I like to complete. I don't.
But creative fulfillment too, right?
Yeah, and I remember I got out of the studio that meeting was, and I walked the street. I was like, what did I do? Did I ruin my career? Did I ruin everything? And again, I remember those notes of the director friend of mine who told me, do not chew everything that you put into your plates because it's gonna shorten your career.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to damage your career. That's not a good thing to do. Try to be selective and try to follow your senses. And remember, it's believing is the only weapon you have in this career. Among all the tools you're given, your craft, your expertise, your wisdom, your knowledge, or whatever, your name, your track record, it's just your belief is the thing that it's the most important tool. It's the most important weapon.